Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this new iPhone 6s with me. And in this video, we'll be doing the unboxing and have a quick overview. And this is the 64GB variant. We get the iPhone 6s in 1664 or 128GB. But I think so the 64GB might be the most popular. And this is the new color that is known as rose gold. And this is not my unit. This is a unit that was sent to me by Faisal Communications. He had one and he just loaned it to me for a couple of hours so that I could make an unboxing video for you guys. So thumbs up to Faisal Communications for that. And this is the device itself. And immediately you'll notice that it just looks like a regular iPhone 6. But just this S denotes that it's the new iPhone 6s. So physically it just looks like that. I'll just keep this to this side and let's open this up. And it says designed by Apple. And this is the SIM ejector tool. And we have some paperwork. So let me take out this SIM ejector tool to put in the SIM card. And we have the power adapter. It might be different for other regions. And this is the earbuds that we get, and this is the lightning connector. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the device itself. So here is the phone itself, and let's just open this up like this. And as you can see, physically it's similar. Again, this is the new color that Apple likes to call the rose gold, but it looks like a shade of pink in my opinion. And we can just pop in our SIM card over here. And if you just put this in, you can put your SIM card. And again, it's the standard nano SIM still that we are getting. So, and it goes. And let's try to do the first boot for this iPhone 6s. And I hope it has some charge. And by the time it boots, actually, let me give you a physical overview. On the top, again, we have nothing. This is the power on-off button. This is for adding your SIM card. And on the bottom, this is the speaker, the lightning connector. This is the main microphone, the 3.5mm headphone jack. And on this end, we have the volume rocker and the toggle for the alert switch. Moving to the front-facing camera, Apple has really improved that. Now we have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera instead of the 1.2 that we had earlier. So let me quickly just set this up and we'll continue. And we can set up our Touch ID. I'll do that stuff later and we'll just continue. And we have to create a passcode. So let's do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this time you have to use 6 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 4 that was on the earlier iOS. And we can restore. I won't do that. We'll set it up as a new, iPhone. So it says Siri is ready. It's always on, and this is optional. I'll just skip all this, and it says we are done. So this is we are booted. Let's quickly look at the settings now. If you go to the settings, and we can enable FaceTime and stuff. I'll just disable that. And if we go to general, and if you go to about, as you can see, out of that 64 gigabytes. As you can see, out of that 64 gigabytes, we have 55.6 gigabytes of space free. And out of the box, it comes with the iOS version 9.0, but we already have an update 9.1. It should be available. So let's just go back and I won't do the software update. We have already enabled Siri, as you can see. And you can just say, hey Siri, and it should work. So that option is also there. And we are connected. So the biggest new thing with this new iPhone 6s is the improved camera. Now we have a 12 megapixel shooter instead of the 8. And for the front facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel shooter instead of the 1.2. And we also have this new feature called 3D Touch. Actually, before that, let me actually give you the configuration overview. The iPhone 6s also sports a 4.7-inch screen, which comes to a PPI of 326. It weighs at 143 grams, which is slightly heavier than the old iPhone. It runs on the new Apple A9 processor, which is a dual-core processor clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, comes in 3 varieties of internal storage, that's 16, 64, or 128 gigabytes. It also supports higher Wi-Fi AC speed standards up to 833 megabits. And regarding the camera, it supports a 12 megapixel camera capable of 4K video recording. And the front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. Regarding the battery, again, it's sealed. And now it's a 1715 milliamp hour battery. And we have this new feature called Force Touch. And yes, it gave me actually haptic feedback. We have two levels of touch according to Apple. Once, if you just press it lightly, it gave me a feedback. But in mail and stuff, if you have, as you can see, we now have this more options. Directly, we can take a selfie, take a photo, etc. So we have that feature. And in mail and other apps, actually, if you depress it more, it gives you a lot more info. For example, right now, I haven't set it up. But if I would have done that, it would have given me a lot more info. So that is the actual new feature. And I'm also actually very eager to test out this feature. But looks like I need to set up my phone first completely before I can use those features. So initial impressions, I would say whenever you press it lightly, it's a normal touch like this. But let's say with the camera, if I just press like this, it's opening up the camera. But I keep it depressed, it gives me actually haptic feedback, and now it gives me a lot more options. And this changes based on the apps. Right now, not a lot of third-party apps are taking advantage of this, but developers can use this 3D touch features to enhance the apps. And I think so that is one of the very new things with the iPhone 6s apart from the camera. So now let's quickly look at the camera also. Apple has said that they have improved it, and now it's a 12 megapixel shooter. And it also, you notice this is live photo. For example, if you take the photo normally like this, I think so something should be moving to take it. I'll be like doing something. Let's if I take the picture like this, as you can see, it took a picture, but now it's as the live photo was on. If I just depress the screen, it sort of records a video also of that. So this is great, I would say, if you're taking pictures of kids and stuff. It also takes a photo. You can obviously disable this feature if you want. It's not mandatory. For example, as you can see, this icon is there. That shows that the live photo is on. Now, if you shut it off, it just takes a normal picture. So, but the good thing is that if you even just take a picture like this normally, even with the live mode, there is no delay. So there is almost no delay if you even enable this live photo feature. And as I mentioned, another option is that without even pressing this home button, we can activate Siri. Hey Siri, what's the time in New York?
The time in New York City, New York is 2:52 a.m.
Let me maximize the volume. Let's try it again. Okay, we'll try that again. Hey Siri, what's the time in Japan?
In Tokyo, Japan, it's 3:52 p.m.
So as you can see, that works really well. And I have to say, the speaker, though it's a single speaker, it is adequately loud. So that's it for now for this unboxing and a very quick overview of this iPhone 6s. Thanks for watching, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video.